What's up, everyone? Right now I'm sitting in the Legacy waiting for it to warm up. It was a little bit chilly this morning, so I'm just letting her get the coolant flowing, get the oil flowing, all that stuff. Before I go and run some errands, I gotta go pick up some more CV axle boots because this thing eats CV axle boots, and that's what I'm gonna be doing today. I have to remove my rear driver's side CV axle and repack the bearings and install a new boot on that because I am driving down to Las Vegas in like 10 days with John. So we got to get that done. Other than that, not really any huge maintenance that the Legacy needs right now. Gonna basically just go do like a once over of everything. I've got to flip the tires, but I'm gonna do that later this week. And yeah, so right now I'm off to Auto Value and I'm gonna pick up 2 new boots because I want to have an extra just in case something happens on the trip. And then I'm gonna go wash the car because I haven't washed this thing in like 2 weeks and it could definitely use a rinse. So yeah, check it out. All right, we just got to Auto Value. I'm gonna go grab the boots real quick. All right, so we got the CV boot. It's just a universal boot. I'm gonna slap that on when I get home, just at the car wash now. Gonna give this thing a rinse. All right, now that the car is all clean, we're gonna head home and start tearing this axle out. So first things first, we're going to break the lugs and then jack the car up, take the wheel off, and then we're gonna start to pull the axle. Now we are going to use this 32mm socket on an impact wrench to break the axle nut off. All right, now we are going to use 17mm to take off this lower control arm. We are going to use a 17mm to take off the camber arm, and then 19mm to remove the tow arm and the coilover. So what I thought was going to be a relatively simple axle swap, not axle swap, but axle rebuild, has become a little bit different because 2 of my lug studs appear to have broken off while taking off my lug nuts, so that's unfortunate. Basically what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go to Canadian Tire, pick up 2 more studs. I would do the axle first right now, but I want to go and apparently they have some in stock and I want to go and get them before somebody else potentially grabs them. So yeah, I'm gonna go jump in the truck, head over to Canadian Tire, grab some of those, and then come back and we will continue on the axle and lug stud rebuild. All right, so we just got to Canadian Tire and hopefully they're gonna have the studs that I need. Let's go grab those. All right, so I just grabbed these 2 studs. Now I'm gonna find some bolts to help me get them on because that's what one of the tutorials on YouTube said. So apparently what I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to put the stub through the hub, and then I'm going to put this bolt over top and then use the nut to pull this into the hub, and use a big nut here because you don't want to damage your lug nut for your car at all. So we're going to do that. All right, now we're gonna head back. All right, now that I have all of that stuff, we can make our way back home and start actually powering this whole job out. Now we are going to take all these arms off. All right, now that I have all of the arms disconnected, I'm gonna use a punch here to basically smash the axle out of the hub. We have the axle out. We can begin taking the old boot off that was torn. I've already replaced this one once, so I kind of know the tricks to it. Clean off all this old grease. Little pin inside of here that we need to get out. And we're just going to do that one with a flat blade. There we go. This is the pin that retains the actual bearings into the CV bowl. Probably should wear gloves right now, but I don't have any. So I just realized that a bunch of that wasn't recording. Basically what I just did and what I was talking about was this cut piece was over top, and then each of these bearings right here, it goes inside, and basically I just plucked each of them out, and then I cleaned them all because you want to keep everything inside your CV joint as clean as possible, and with the rip being there, might have gotten dirt inside, so clean all those. Then we're popping this off, and there's a pin, a press clip pin, where we have to basically insert the two tips. I forget what the tool is called. Use, and then it's gonna basically open the whole clip up, and then we're gonna pop this guy off and clean everything up. There we go. Come on. Just go all the way around. Yeah. All right, almost there. Whoa, that just shot way over there. All right, there's our clip. It's off. Now this guy can just slide off. Easy peasy. That slides off. This slides off. And the old boot, which was destroyed. Not completely destroyed, but bad enough that it needed to be fixed. All right. What I have is just like a generic CV boot replacement kit. They always come with your new grease, the boot obviously, and then they come with these clips, these zip things. I don't like to use these. I don't think that they stay very well, so I usually just use hose clamps. We're also going to have to trim this to the second level here, because that's what will fit on the end of our cup right here. There we go. There's the bit removed. And now we got our new CV boot that is gonna basically just slide right over that guy. We'll pull it all the way down. Then we can stretch it back up after. And then first piece to go back on is this cup that just sits there. And then this guy goes on, sits like that. And then we got to put our pin back in. So that's going to be basically everything we just did, but in reverse. There we go. Pin has been installed. Now I'm gonna slice the corner of this. Is there a rip? Nope. And I can basically, this guy, come on, there we go. I'm gonna put a little bit of grease into each of these holes so that as I put the bearing in, they stay. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. They just kind of, there's like a little bit of a pop they do. Now it's time to fill this thing up with a ton. We're just gonna layer that in there. There's probably somebody that's gonna say that that's not the right way to do it, but that's how I'm doing it. That just slides right in. We'll just like fucking back her a few times. Oh yeah, she looks good. All right, now I'm just gonna basically pour the rest in on top here. This is all gonna get spread around once I start driving. The axle starts articulating and everything. The main reason that I go through boots so quickly is because of the ride height of my car. The CV boots are always having to deal with a very like insane angle like this, so they're always rotating and bending the boots. All right, now final piece before we attach the boot back on is this clip. So this guy goes in. We're just gonna basically press that in. There we go. And that makes it so that now it stops the bearings and you can't pull your CV boot apart. There we go. That is a nice big cluster of grease and it smells disgusting. All right, time to pull this guy over. And I'm gonna clean this off. All right, there we go. That is back on. And what I like to do is I like to keep the boot as short as possible. This way it's not getting stretched out when it's having to bend and everything. So especially with a lowered car, I think keeping the boot not stretched out is a lot better. Everything is attached. And we are ready to install it back in to the car. Right now the process is basically just reinstalling everything. I just slid the axle back into the diff and now I'm going to hammer the hub onto it and then redo all the arms. So I haven't been filming the stud replacement, guys. It's been a huge pain in the ass, and I hate filming stuff when it's a pain in the ass. But basically, I got the old stud out. There we go. The caliper bracket was very seized on, so that sucked. But I'm just about to pull these in, and we'll see how that goes. So I just got the 2 new studs in. Basically what I did was I used this nut right here, and I put that over top, and then I used one of my stock lug nuts, and I like screwed that on, and then I used the impact wrench to pull it into place, and it's nicely seated in there now. As you can see, everything is back on. So I got that last little bit done in about 10 minutes. It went pretty quickly. It was really smooth. That's pretty much all I'm gonna end up doing today. I got the 2 studs, which weren't supposed to happen. I got the axle, and turns out actually when I was putting my sway bar, or taking it off, I actually snapped a piece, and or snapped a piece on my sway bar endlink. So I need to go to Pick and Pull and try and find a new one of those tomorrow, a new old one of those. So that's going to be tomorrow's adventure. I will take you guys along for that. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you guys watching me do this horrible maintenance to my car. I mean, it's stuff that you got to deal with when you drive static really low. If I was on bags, it wouldn't be as big of an issue because I'd be driving high and then airing out and everything. Or maybe I'd be driving low still. Who knows? But no, static is the way to go. I was about to go bags over the summer, and then the stars didn't line up, and I'm kind of glad that it didn't happen. Same thing with John. We actually installed bags on John's Mazda Speed and then took them off the next day because there was a bunch of issues, and he just didn't want to deal with it. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Subscribers are going up. It's awesome. Really appreciate every single person that watches these videos, every single person that likes, every single person that comments. You guys are extra awesome. But all the viewers, you guys are awesome as well. If you liked what you saw, then, you know, come back, check out more videos. Even go back and watch some of our old videos. There's a lot of old, really good skiing content. We've been on YouTube for the last 6 years. So there's a lot of stuff on this channel, over 150 videos. So please check all that stuff out, guys. Also, if you guys are looking for stickers, I have a Big Cartel store. The link will be in the bio. Other than that, pretty much done for right now. Anyways, we'll see you guys in the next episode.